You are a liar. I was really surprised that she said yes. Prepared speech, relax. What did you just say? Cole. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you like it here. And if this is not your first time, welcome back. All right, so here we are again in the middle of the night because what the hell did I just watch? I didn't think I was going to be doing reviews on any shows, really. I watched Love is Blind. I love the show, but wow, what the hell did I don't think I've ever seen anything like this on TV. So okay, first of all, this is a review on episode 11 and the reunion, episode 11 and 12 of Love is Blind season 3, and it was chaotic. Oh my gosh. So first of all, they would usually do like episode 10 would be like all the weddings at once, but this time they broke it into 2 parts, and I thought, what the hell, like just show everything, let's get it over with. They made a second part, and like I see why, because the drama was like, I thought SK and Raven were like, you know, the most important couples to me. Like I like them, and you know, I was like, why did they put those ones first? Like, you know, I don't care about the other ones, whatever, you know, I'm just going to watch so I can finish the show. But then it turns out like, what, like there's a lot of drama, like there's, oh my gosh. Okay, Temi, slow down. First of all, let me start with SK and Raven. Let's get that out of the way. So they said no, but it turns out that they're still together. I'm not surprised at all, because in fact I said to my sister, like if it were me, I would probably, like, even if I met someone I liked, we'll have a discussion and say, you know what, I'm not ready to get married to you. Let's just say no at the altar, but we can continue dating. So that makes sense to me. I'm glad that they're still together because they seem like they genuinely liked each other, and that would probably work. I don't know, but yeah, so that's good. Second, Barnett and Nancy. Nancy said yes. Barnett, obviously, we opened into the next episode and he said no. I wasn't surprised. I was, you know, there was a lot of drama at the wedding. I didn't expect that. I mean, but to be honest, it's not surprising because her family, like they're very protective of her. Then she was like very like defending him, and I don't like the way he behaved at the wedding. I feel he was rude to her family, and yes, it's between both of you, but like everybody's here for the wedding, you know. So anyway, he like said no at the altar, and then outside of the wedding he like pulled her aside and was like, oh, let's talk. I don't really care what he was saying. All I know is that her mom, you know, like the family was like trying to get involved, and he was like basically like, you know, leave us alone. And she was also like, this is between you, me and Baptiste. And I'm like, whatever, why are you defending this idiot? Anyway, I'm glad Nancy definitely dodged a bullet. Yeah. Okay, on to the next. Alexa and Brennan, they said yes. The last, so I'm going to put a link. I did a review of episode like 1 to 10. So I'll put a link up here. I had said that I wasn't really sure either way which way they would go, because they don't really make an impression on me, to be honest. Yeah, it's cool. They seem happy. They seem genuinely happy. And to be honest, from the beginning, she said they were the winners. Not that it's a game that anybody's winning, but she has said, oh, you know, the first time that they mingled with the other couple, she said she checked them out and she thinks that they're the strongest couple, like they're really good together, blah blah blah. So cool. You guys seem, you know, okay together. So their wedding went well. But I'm going to get back to them because during the reunion, they really annoyed me. So Brennan and Alexa said yes. The only couple that actually said yes. So they're the only couple. No. Matt and Colleen. Okay, but we'll get to that. So they said yes. Then Matt and Colleen come up, and I'm like, for sure, Colleen is going to say no. And then she doesn't. She says yes, Matty. Like, oh my gosh. I was surprised. I was really surprised that she said yes. Why are you saying yes to this guy? Again, I feel like editing, they would make you feel like something good to happen and then the opposite happens. Obviously, that's why you're entertained. That's why the whole thing is entertaining. But I really genuinely thought that she was going to say no. Like, even if you continue dating this person, like at least say no, because you can see the signs. Like, anyway, some people need to learn their lessons firsthand, unfortunately. I'm also going to get back to that and how I feel about them airing domestic violence. Like, I know that Colleen might have met a Matt and gotten married to a Matt in her like regular life, but just the fact that there's a show that was put together, they met on the show, it just seems like, I don't know, like it just rubs me up the wrong way that this abusive relationship happened on this show. Now, I do wish that they had like counselors and, you know, like some sort of, you know, support given to them. I don't know that they did not, so I will just leave this alone. But yeah, it's just a bit, I really feel sorry for Colleen, because during the reunion, which I will get to properly, yeah, she looked hella uncomfortable. She looked so uncomfortable. She looked like he was like hunched over her. Like it just gave like very controlling vibes. And yeah, I pray for her. And yeah, let's move on. So yeah, she said yes, he said yes, and yay, everybody's happy. Yay. Okay. On to the actual Cole and Zanab. I thought I knew what was going to happen. Throughout the whole thing, she's getting ready and she's, you know, crying about her parents, which fine, she lost her parents, which is fair. Crying, like, you know, saying she wasn't sure what she was going to say. She would only know when she gets there. Oh, I know you already know what you want to say, but at the same time, I wasn't sure. I was watching with my mom and my sister. We're trying to decide, like, will she say no? Who will say no? Who will say yes? You know, will Cole be the one to say no? Will she be the one? Anyway, so she like drags her feet all the way to the, she's all acting, oh, I'm so nervous, I don't know what I'll say till I get there. And then she gets there, they exchange their normal, like standard, oh, I love you, and we know that that doesn't mean anything, because at the end of the day, they're still going to say I do or I don't, even after saying professing love in front of everybody. Okay, fine. So she gets there and she goes into this whole prepared speech about, I'm not the woman for you. You and I know that I'm not the woman for you. So no, I don't. Shit, this girl, like, she did my head in. Gosh, what did she say? Sorry, I'm trying to calm down. Then she goes in to like stab this guy, like, oh, you ruined my self-esteem. Shit, I wish I could remember what she said. I will look for a clip and put it.
You have disrespected me, you have insulted me, you have critiqued me, and for what it is worth, you have single-handedly shattered my self-confidence.
And I'm like, whoa, calm down, chill, like, relax. What did you just say? Cole. Okay, all right. So, okay, fine. I mean, I'm always saying that editing is, you know, they can edit things to look a certain way. But if you watch this show, you would know that Cole is an open book. He says things as he feels them. He's obviously like really playful. He says whatever is on his mind. Sometimes he, like, you know, just overshares, I guess, and plays in a way that rubs her off the wrong way. But the things she was saying, it just didn't add up. So we're like, no, because she was like, oh no, I have to, like, you know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't say yes. Yes, don't say yes. Nobody's saying you should say yes. But there are ways that you go about these things. You say no, and then you talk to, first of all, there was no, we didn't see it coming. He didn't see it coming. Like, oh my gosh, tell me, calm down. He had no clue it was coming. It's fine if the audience doesn't know that it's coming, but he didn't know it was coming. Okay, if you say no on the altar, but then you don't go ahead and like assassinate his whole character. That was really mean, really bad. He's crying, like he cried. His family was consoling him, saying we know who you are. And like, obviously we, the audience, know because we've been watching, but obviously we don't know the whole thing. I'll get back to that. So, okay, we move to the reunion. I don't want this video to be too long, but move to the reunion. Everybody's looking good except, okay, I'm not that person. So we go to the reunion. Let me start from the outside. So we find out that SK and Raven both looking really nice, are still together. That's going well. Love that for them. Baptiste and Nancy, honestly, I can't even remember anything else from this reunion but Cole and Zanab. Zanab goes on to talk about all the things that Cole had said to her, all the insulting things he had said, all the, you know, demeaning things he had done, all the things that had shattered her self-confidence, controlling what I was eating. I would want to eat like 2 little cuties of, you know, like tangerines or something. You would say, oh, are you going to eat all of that? We're going to dinner soon. Basically, this woman would take anything that Cole says and add things to it, make it up to be what she wants it to be, and she's insane. So there was one part where she said, oh, you came home after your bachelor's night, you came home and you told me that you kissed this girl or blah blah blah, something happened between you and this girl, you confessed that. And Cole is like, you know when someone is lying, you know when someone is like genuinely honest, right? He was like, no, like that is a lie, like that didn't happen, like what are you talking about, like oh my gosh, what? That's why I asked you if you're bipolar, you know. He was that sure, and you can tell, like I could tell that he was being honest. Yeah, so and everybody else was, you know, like people were not really defending him, which I didn't like. So everyone was like taking her side, like, oh, you know, Nancy was like everything that Cole says, she's like, no, you're this, you're that, because she's my girl. I'm just like, shut your mouth. But what I've realized is that you never know, like I've now learned from this, for example, Alexa and Brennan were just like, you know, their mouths were just moving anyhow, like just defending whoever. Like Brennan was just there sitting on his high horse because he's married now or whatever. Oh no, you shouldn't do that, I can't really remember when it was, but I know that he annoyed me at some point. But don't put your mouth in what you don't know, you know, like you don't know this person. SK and Raven, to be honest, SK kept his mouth shut most of the time, which is probably the best thing to do in situations like this. Like if you don't know anyone completely, so just stay out of it unless you're sure. Nick and Vanessa Lachey should have like immediately asked for the footage to be found or something. Like they should have, you know, asked different questions to like help out Cole, because Cole was really being put on the spot, and he actually even started crying at some point. He was like I'm sorry if I made you feel this way. Like he's apologizing for what he didn't even do, you know. And she was there like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, I forgave you. The best part of this whole thing is that after the whole reunion was wrapped up, they put it on the screen. The cutie scene, they actually showed the scene where she lied. This woman lied. Like she said, oh, they had been filming all day, she hadn't eaten anything, she had just eaten like one banana and a spoon of peanut butter. She wanted to eat like 2 tangerines or 2 cuties or whatever they're called, and he was like, oh, are you going to eat that? Because we're going to eat after. Basically making us feel like he was fat shaming her, or he wasn't like letting her eat, he was controlling what she was eating, he was very controlling, blah 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 blah, he was picking on her. Yeah, so they showed the scene. So yeah, everything happened. It's like, oh okay, they were talking about, what were they even talking about? Oh yeah, he was so cute, talking about, oh, after the wedding, you know, we should go to England, you know, or the Middle East. Where's your family? Oh, most of them are in England. Okay, yeah, we should go there. Are they all in the same place? How are we going to get them together so we can do the wedding again, to involve them, blah blah blah. This was the conversation, and they were both snacking on something. Then she goes for the tangerines, and he actually does say, oh, are you going to eat both of them? And then he's like, oh yeah, but we're going to dinner after. Save your appetite, basically. That's what he was saying. Save your appetite, we're going to dinner after. So she was like, oh no, she hadn't eaten, she's just eaten one banana all day. He was like, why? Like, why have you just eaten one banana? Is that somebody that is not allowing you to eat? He said, but I offered you food. I offered you kinikon, whatever it is that he offered her. She was like, oh no, but we had just eaten that last night. This whole scene was so, like, I hope she watched it and she felt like a horrible person, because that's what she is. Like, he was just being himself, and himself is a nice person. And the whole thing was just like, Oniro, you are a liar. You are a lying girl. Oh gosh. Moral of the story, I'm so glad that Cole dodged that bullet, and I don't know who is going to take it. I don't know who is going to marry this girl. I hope she finds help. I hope she gets therapy. And yeah, good luck to her and to all involved. Alright, so if you guys haven't seen the first video I put up, I'm going to put up a link here of my thoughts of the last few episodes of this season, and I think it ended quite well. Overall, I will say that this show is it's very entertaining, but at the same time, I can see how it's a bit like toxic. It's not fair to put people like in the spotlight and like put them on the spot, and like it's an experiment. So it's a social experiment, and that's the point of a social experiment, to see how people act. But it just seems a bit like they're taking advantage of people's emotions, but that's what it is, and that's what you're signing up for. It's entertaining though, but yeah, it's a bit like, especially when it comes to things like Matt and Colleen's relationship, where yeah, there's clearly abuse there. She literally looked like, I felt like, you know, Colleen, blink twice if you need help. Like it didn't look very nice. But yeah, apart from that, the show was cool. Season 3 of Love is Blind was nice. I can't wait for season 4. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. Hit the like button. Please leave a comment. I'd like to know what you guys thought. If you've watched the show, if you haven't, let me know what you thought of this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.